Welcome back, Sports Tonight on Channels Television. We are giving attention to football at a grassroots level. I started by telling you that we are set for season 10 of the Channels International Kids Cup. And I also told you that on Sunday, the 20th, the teams will start arriving in Lagos, and then we'll have the press conference. After the press conference, we're going to have the jersey unveiling, and kids will screen. Yes, they will be screening and more screening, because this competition, I keep telling you, has a philosophy of zero tolerance to age cheat. And of course, we have rules and regulations governing the competition. The competition is for boys under the ages of 13 and must be in primary school. The team must be your primary school team. So the technical committee, they're following those rules religiously. That's because we want to do the right things. That's because we want to teach these kids what it takes to be honest, give them values that can help them as they grow up in life, teach them the essence of integrity, and of course, put together a total man. That's what we're doing. Remember, it's also in a bid to encourage education and sports. Games masters, proprietors, principals, everybody, officials involved in the schools taking part in Channels Kids Cup, they have put academic performance and excellence to be part of the reasons why you can compete at the Channels Kids Cup. And that for us is a win-win situation. We love it so much, and we cannot wait for season 10 to commence. After that, we went to Bielsa State. We told you about the Restoration Cup. It has now entered the round of 16, and we showed you the draw ceremony and how Coach Samson Siasi has been unveiled as ambassador. That's the draw ceremony right there for the round of 16. So games have been played today. Let's go to Bielsa State and get more talking points from the Restoration Cup.
Sports is now big business, and it will help our youths not just to stay away, shun vices and stay away from crime and criminality, but it will give them a means of livelihood. And when you have sporting events like football tournaments being played in the various communities and localities, you will see it provides not just entertainment, but it promotes unity and friendship.
We want to take them to Europe, somewhere like Spain or Portugal, where we can have this tournament. And scouts will come. Hopefully they can pick one or two of them. And if they do, that means that's a welcome development, and that's what we're looking for. When these boys move out, they'll come back and give back to the society, come back to Bielsa State.
So that's it, Coach Samson Siasi saying it will be good to discover talent and help with their career. That's the essence of giving attention to football or sports at the grassroots level. Let's get on with the show now. We're not going far. Bielsa and Rivers are their brothers. Yes, so they're close by. So let's go to Rivers State, where the state government, they have pledged their support for the Super Eagles to ensure a successful campaign at the 2018 FIFA World Cup in Russia. Very important. Everybody, not just the Rivers State government, all of us as the country, we need to stand behind the Super Eagles to make them solid. The State Commissioner for Youth and Sports Development, Boma Iyaye, says that they will be hosting a get-together kind of to talk to people on the essence to support the Super Eagles and the campaign. And ex-internationals are expected to be there. Top personalities are also expected to be at the event. So it's all about supporting the Super Eagles of Nigeria and making sure that we have a beautiful campaign at the World Cup. Because not just the Super Eagles, it's entire Nigeria. And I know, everybody knows that we love our football, and it will be good to see the Super Eagles do well at the World Cup. We cannot wait for the World Cup to start. So let's get into the World Cup vibes. So let's get into the World Cup vibes now. It's just 27 27 more days to the 2018 FIFA World Cup. 27 more days. And Alfred is like, whatever you come, we lose 4 more days. Whenever you're around. 27 more days, Alfred, the World Cup is here.
The next time I'll be here, by His grace of God, it'll be like 20 days to the World Cup, and it's upon us. The reality of the truth of the matter is that it is all of the things we talk about. The World Cup being 4 years. It's here. It's now. It's started since the day the qualification series started, and for us, I think next week will provide an opportunity when the guys, some of the guys that have the season has ended, taking time off to come back, report to camp, and all of the process that I think at that point the frenzy will begin to go up. And for us, it's everything. The prayer is we'll go to the World Cup intact, ready, prepared, psychologically set to go there to do our very best. I'm not one of those who will say we'll go to the World Cup and win the trophy. No. Enjoy the experience. Enjoy. Just go there. Enjoy the experience. By the time you lose, even if you lose and you have it all, you left it all on the field of play. It is better than until you go there. You go.
That's for the people that will go to Russia. Hello, I want to speak for the fan that is sit at home, or that fan on the street that wants bragging rights for his Super Eagles. Alfred, how do you think they are weighing the chances of the Super Eagles?
I think the only people, let me just say, the only people that will say, okay, the Super Eagles will go that far, are very, very optimistic of the Eagles going far, are Nigerians themselves. Some of the fans on the street, you host a radio show, people call you and tell you, no, I don't want them to. Okay, where do you see the Eagles getting to? Win the trophy, of course. That's the kind of answer. But the reality on that, it's not like that. 2 days ago, FIFA came out with the ranking. FIFA ranking, latest ranking for the month. And you look at it, Nigeria is the least ranked team in our group. We ranked 47. The others are in their 20s. Others are in their 20s. Others are in their 20s. Argentina is world number 5. The other teams fare better when it comes to that ranking. So what does it tell you? It tells you that in terms of the men and the material, we are clearly underdogs in this. Now, why I don't want to put pressure on the players is, because when we go there, clearly, everybody expects us not to qualify from that group, and that in itself, it should be motivation for the players. Begin to look at the results, and it doesn't 1 match, 2 matches, it doesn't come. You miss the chance of enjoying.
When you were giving the analysis of Nigeria is the least ranked team, Nigeria was in pot 4. There is a football fan watching you saying, and so. This is the World Cup. It's serious business. And so we caught up with Coach Gernot Rohr. We'll try to always feature Gernot Rohr on this show until the World Cup comes. And we asked him, what are the chances of the Super Eagles at the World Cup? This was his response.
I know that we have problems with some of them who are not playing the clubs, who are not fit, who had a lot of injuries. But I think if we believe in them, and they feel that we believe in them, and we trust them, they will give 100% or even more than 100%. And in one match, all can happen. After you have the KO system, knockout system, and if we come out of this group, all is possible. But you cannot announce that you will go to quarterfinal or semi-final or final. Never. No coach in the world could say that. But what I say that if we have young players, you can have good surprises also, with passion, enthusiasm, with solidarity, with good preparation. We can have good dreams, but we have to have realistic dreams.
Okay, so that's the technical advisor of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, Gernot Rohr. He says no coach. So fans, calm down. He says no coach will come out and say my team will make it to the quarterfinals, make it to the semi-finals, and even get to the finals. If you think he doesn't know what he's talking about, ask Brazil at the last World Cup. Ask them right there at home. They got the biggest defeat as a country. But he listed some important things and I was writing them down. He said passion. The players, they need to have passion. The fans, they must also be passionate. So when those two come together, do have a strong team, enthusiasm. The Super Eagles of Nigeria, they must be interested in what's happening at the World Cup. And of course, you as a fan also, solidarity. All of us as a country, we must come together and support this team. Whether you don't like the way they qualified, or you don't like the 23-man team that will eventually go to the World Cup, solidarity. Solidarity for start singing it the moment the World Cup starts. Support the Super Eagles. And then he said, good preparation. That's where Alfred, he brought in administrators. The NFF, they have a role. The Ministry for Youth and Sport, they have a role. So with all of these things that General said, everybody have a role to play. But he says, importantly, let's have realistic dreams.
Yes, that's the point I'm trying to make in terms of you look at where a lot of people want to say that's where we'll get to. Talking about the solidarity, it just means that we all have to pull towards the same direction. And how does that start? These guys need our support. They know that the more we keep hammering, now irrespective of what, that this is our team, we are supporting this team. We can even take it a step further. We can even take it a step further by just believing that, hey, for this period of the World Cup or the Eagles are playing, if you don't have the jersey, wear green. If you don't have anything, wear something that will represent the color of the team that you support.
Get a small flag.
Get something to show that, hey, we all of us,
yes,
we are behind this team.
That's right.
And we can only give the best that in terms of that support. And hopefully the guys will get the message. And you look back and you see guys, rooting for you, guys believing in you. You just have to go there and give your very best.
It was about 10 minutes walk, the stadium at Curitiba, when Nigeria was to play Iran, the first match at the World Cup. And I saw a guy from Bosnia buying 5 jerseys of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. 5. Said they should give him 5. And I looked around. I said, well, those of us will have the jerseys. I had to buy 2. Alfred, because it's just looking at that Nigeria was going to play Bosnia. Remember, a second match. But he liked what we were giving as supporters club. We were dancing, we were singing, and that's what football does. So now I like this call that you've done, the call that Coach General has done, and we'll keep doing this call. Everyone needs to come around to support the Super Eagles. So the NFF says they're going to order jerseys when it gets into the market. Buy for your friends, your family. Just wait, just come out. Wait, support your team, it's going to be good. So everyone has been talking about the Super Eagles and the World Cup. Now that's the talk. Go to social media. Everyone is talking about it, asking questions here and there. And so Coach Genotro and the Super Eagles, they released a team, 30-man provisional list. When we've dissected that team, I brought to Inibito so that we can talk about it. Let's go to the streets. We're talking to some sports journalists, and they have been giving their own assessment on the 30-man provisional list.
Yeah, it's a very good one. At least we have all the good players, all Nigeria's best players are included in that list. So I don't have any problem with it. My joy is that at least there are 3 home-based players there. It's now on the table of the players to do well and get selected. At the end of the day, I believe someone that Nigeria will do a lot better than what we've done before. The benchmark for Russia 2018 has always been to play in the quarterfinals of the World Cup. I think with hard work, Nigeria will actually attain that.
I think it's a good list, given what we have on ground, because I don't expect the coach to go to the moon or the sun to pick a list. When you look at that 30-man list, it's almost, there's no surprises, because these are the players who played the qualifier, who has been playing 1 or 2, 3 friendly matches. And when you look at the body language of Genetro, it looks like he was using all those matches, Poland, Serbia, and the other ones to make up his mind. And if you look at the feelers coming out since the list came out, it's like the coach has already made up his mind. Ordinarily, we are told 35. He narrowed it down to 30. By implication, we eventually have 23 and 5 alternate players, which means he didn't give room for speculation, he didn't give room for manipulation. So give and take, I think that is the best we can get at the moment.
I totally agree. That's the best that the coach can work with at the moment till they cut it down to 23. Sports Tonight on Channels TV. Let's get out of the World Cup vibe, go on a short break. When we come back, we'll talk about March Day 22 of the Nigeria Professional Football League. Don't go anywhere. Stay.